peace. I got a perspective. As I'm further going on my journey through this dating, relationships, inner reflection, and more than just dating people, relationships, just relationships in general, I realized, as I'm going to talk about relationships and like dating, I have dated people from many aspects of life, like to pretty much homeless, to somebody having their own business and, seemingly well off on the surface level material world. And I always joked and said I dated the same guy in different skins. And now that I look at it, and after I've analyzed and discerned myself quite a bit, it always was a lesson. Like at one point I was a narcissist, so I got back what I gave just to feel and understand it better. And then I was too, a people pleaser or nurturer because of me being a mother. And then I learned how I didn't want people to treat me, because then they expected me to be away, because I was like a very fiercely independent single mom. And I brought that into certain relationships, even with friendships. And now I'm looking at it and I'm laughing like the man in the mirror. Like I think of Michael Jackson. I really look deep inward and I'm like, holy cow. I now, looking in the bigger picture with my eagle vision, I see that I finally learned my lesson. I know my worth and my boundaries. Like, I look at it and I laugh because I don't hold resentment. I'm not going to hold a grudge. I'm going to be grateful. I am grateful. And I'm going to wish for those people to find their strength and look inward and find their self-love. And it's not always an easy journey, but it's one can do. And I am just so grateful that I really realize my BS. And I really know my boundaries, how to walk away now. I know what I want. And I also look, and I don't think it's cool, we can all have things, but surface level stuff doesn't make me feel attracted to somebody. It's cool for someone to be on their own and self-sufficient, but I don't think you really know that till you know that person. Because I've met a lot of people that seemingly look like they had it on the material world, but they did not have it once you got to know them. And I think that's something I'm always going to discern. And it's not saying that people don't, have some sort of a different stability, have worked on themselves either. And it's not to say that people that might not look like they have such a good title and like this financial thing, which I get, you get to that point, doesn't mean that they don't have a good heart and they're trying and to understand, like, to be each other's light, but yet to not suck it up and not be your own light. You get what I'm saying? Everyone's awesome. And I will not look at people that need me and feel pity. And I will not look at people that perceivingly through program and society look like they're better than me because they have things going, because I know they can be broken inside. You never know what's behind closed doors. Or, like I said, the man in the mirror. Thank you, Michael Jackson. But do you get what I'm saying? So with all this narcissism and all this talk and relationships, you get what you need, what is for you. It didn't happen to you. Yes, it happened for you. Are you going to look in and deep and analyze it and discern yourself and not hold resentment or grudge and not hold pity either for anybody or anger, because then you're still attaching yourself to that energy. And then some point you're either thinking you're a savior, you're above someone, or you think you're lesser than someone because they might look like they got it going on. Do you ever think about that? Because everyone's awesome and everyone's on their own path and everyone's right where they're supposed to be. And your world doesn't look like my world. And we can be inspired by each other, but maybe someone's just content as they are, but not in the content way where they're scared to grow, but they don't need it to look a certain way to be good enough or feel happy in their soul, in their heart. And I think once we really realize that for ourselves, because this is what I've been realizing, dude, like, I'm freaking awesome. I feel magical and happy. Like, I almost want to cry every day because I'm so grateful. God, I feel like crying right now. I'm so grateful to have found my happiness, and I like the fear is going away. Like things aren't tripping me up. I have more faith. It's so crazy. And I think all these relationships really made me just go inward. That's why I truly understand I'm my best friend, and I trust myself, and I'm hopeful, and I don't have to look at other people because I might like chocolate cake and they might like vanilla cake. That's okay. Like, I'm not going to compare, and I'm not going to think because someone doesn't agree with me that I'm wrong, or they think I'm wrong, or you know what I mean? Or that kind of sounds the same. We all